Mm. Right. Welcome to Soccer as We Like It, the Man United edition. Today we are talking about Aston Villa against Man United. Match reactions. Man United 3, Aston Villa 1. Man United coming from behind yet again, winning the 23rd game unbeaten, done 23 games or 25 unbeaten now away games. With the only two matches behind Arsenal, who achieved that record in the invincible season of 2004. Bems, what did you think of the game today?
It was again a game of two halves as usual. Um, Typical United, man. We don't perform well in the first half, but second half we perform better. Ole knows how to get a reaction from these players.
Right.
I think the first half quite quite lackluster in a little bit in a way. Yeah, we created chances. We attacked quite a bit, but we just couldn't really like get a clear shot on goal or like create a clear cut chance because Aston Villa were defending quite well, but then we conceded that sloppy goal against typical center back mistake, which is we always get mistakes from Lindelof or Maguire, and then yeah we had to come back in the second half. So not as good of a performance in the first half, but a much better performance in the second half. So yeah.
Right. I mean, when United conceded that goal, were you thinking, here we go again? Because up to that point, United were not playing badly because it seems Aston Villa was sitting back to hit United on the counter
Yeah.
up to that point. Because I saw Rashford and Luke Shaw bombing down the left, cutting balls in the box, but there was no one there. I think that twice the keeper spilled the ball out, but no one to finish him off.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, that's where you say that's where we were missing Cavani, man. Missing Cavani in that, like, when you keep, playing with Cavani in the team, it just adds another dimension of the way we attack because Cavani's movement is ridiculous. Cavani's always gonna be he's that number nine that's always gonna be in that he's always gonna be moving around the box. He's always gonna be looking for the loose ball. And 9 times out of 10, he's in the right position at the right time.
Right.
And so, like when you keep threading all those balls in and all that stuff, Cavani's more likely going to be there. So yeah, we were definitely missing him in the first half. That's something that I just pray that Greenwood and Martial can pick
Learn.
off Cavani and this hopefully stays this next year.
Right.
Man, they need to soak that from him, man. Because that's very crucial. Yeah.
So you're talking about the positional play of Cavani is
Yeah, the
really
positional play of Cavani is immense. The thing about being a striker, right? Sometimes it's not all about like, I mean, yeah, okay, you have number nines that are gonna create something from nothing. But thing about being number nine, being in the right position, your movement and being in the right position, like sniffing where the ball's gonna be.
mm,
If a shot is taken and it's deflected, sniffing where it's gonna be deflected to, so you
to
be there.
tap in.
Yeah, just tap it in, and that's what Cavani does, man. He's that kind of he just sniffs around his movement. He's good with his head. Yeah, he's a good finisher, but he's not. I don't think he's even as good as a finisher as Greenwood. But
Right.
again, because of his movement and he sniffs danger and he just knows where to be at the right time.
Mm,
So it goes a long way.
right. So I
Mhm.
mean, you did say United team of two halves. So someone from Houston Red Army did say, what? Why doesn't Ole tell them what he tells them in the in the second half, in the first half? Like tell them that in the beginning of the game, whatever it tells them. Why doesn't he tell them that? Can you answer that, bro?
Man, that's a very hard question to answer, man, because I would assume that he tells them to start off and like start the game well and not make silly mistakes and not concede. I would assume so because he mentioned in one of his press conferences or one of his interviews that he doesn't know why the team does what they do in the first half. He
Right.
said it. So that tells me that he tells them he doesn't like he tells him to go and get it like he tell him to go for it in the first half, but for some reason they always start slow.
Right.
So but again, it's a credit to Ole for being able to get a reaction from them from during halftime. Because this season we've come from behind and won. I think we've got 30 something points from behind
Losing
so far
positions,
this
right.
season, which is the most in the Premier League. Ridiculous.
I would say Dr. J from UK mentioned this earlier in his comments because I read that comments live from UK, Africa, and America. He said, we can't always keep giving a team a goal start. He said, because we will get one day, we'll get to a team whereby we'll be stuck and we won't be able to come back from a goal down. And this is a warning for the game against Villarreal.
Oh yeah,
you can't keep giving people a free goal start. You take a 1-0 lead, we'll come back, because there will be times you just cannot come back against them. And today, who stood out for you? Who was your man of the match? Because Cavanni came in late, so I don't think he's the man of the match. Who really knitted the thing together?
My man of the match. That's a very tough question, man. That's a tough question. My man of the match today. I mean, Bruno. That's a tough question, man.
You're gonna give it to Bruno?
I'm leaning towards Luke Shaw, because Luke Shaw was like,
the defense were.
Yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards Luke Shaw a little bit. Wait. Hey Tim, hold on a second, man.
Oh yeah.
1 second. 1 second. Let me just tell him.
So anyway, we were saying the game between Man United and Aston Villa. Man United were started sloppy as they always do in the first half, but they came back in the second half. 3 goals, beautiful goal.
Yeah.
Pogba got himself into the box, brought down first attempt, brought down second attempt. He tried to stay up, but that guy was careless. So penalty, well taken from Bruno, 1-1. At that point, I think Aston Villa realized that they were in for a game. Then you now get the second goal from Mason when Wan-Bissaka goes down the line and instantly just takes a shot. Instantly, doesn't even think about it. I don't think the keeper even expected it. And Mason makes it 2-1. The third one from Rashford, the cross down the right, and Cavanni just puts his head to it, was similar to what Cavanni did against AS Roma. During the week. Ball in the air and just knock it down.
He scored so many of those headers, man. So many of them. And he's really good at it. As I said before, that's something that I pray that Greenwood, Rashford, and Martial can learn off of him, man. Because that's something that they're lacking. They're not good with their head.
No,
they're not good with their heads. If they can add that to their game, they will be scoring more goals. So
that's right. That's very correct. That is so correct. So the better the feet than the head. But as a striker, you should be able to. I think I saw Rashford Martial score 2 goals with his head last season, just 2. Mason, I don't even think I've seen Mason score with a header. I don't think he has.
Mason has scored a header. He scored a header this season. It's one of those low diving headers.
Okay.
One of those low diving headers. I think he scored maybe 2 this season, if I remember correctly.
Right.
Rashford, I think Rashford hasn't scored a header this season. I don't recall Rashford scoring a header. But again, it's something that these guys are. It's something that these guys are lacking, man. If they, especially Martial and Greenwood, because I look at Martial and Greenwood as more of the number 9. I look at them as the young forwards in our team that could play the number 9 position better than they. Rashford to me is not a number 9. He's a winger. But Martial and Greenwood can play down the middle. That's one thing they need to learn is headers, man. They need to practice that big time.
So when at 2-1, when Maguire went off, did you notice a shift? Aston Villa started to bombard United's box with long balls and balls in the air to unstabilize United's defense. But Bailly did well at the back. And I would just say we needed a third goal because we could not sit on that 2-1.
Oh
It
yeah.
was going to be too much pressure, especially at 15 minutes to go. But
Oh
we
yeah.
got that third goal. Just
If you notice when Maguire went out injured, Aston Villa they subbed on Davis and Wesley, two big two big strikers. I mean I was like, okay, yeah, they're going with physical big number nines. They're gonna is in obviously I knew they were gonna go long balls in.
Yeah.
And they're gonna try and stick to Lindelof because Lindelof is the weak one.
Right.
Crosby stick is in try and get to Bailly too. But you can tell the tactic was to go against Lindelof, stick two strikers against him, long balls, be physical with him. I mean, even Davis won. There was a chance that there was a through ball to Davis, and I think Lindelof was on the ball first, but Davis shrugged Lindelof off the ball.
Yeah.
And then I think he came in the box and then squared it to someone that was coming in. But luckily for Wan-Bissaka just made a very crucial crucial tackle.
Yeah.
That's another situation where Lindelof could have been. I mean, they could have scored a goal off of bullying Lindelof again. So it's ridiculous.
So now that United have got 3 points, they did themselves favors by they played well enough not to lose the game. They played. Let's give positive credit to where credit is due. They played well. I think overall they didn't deserve to lose that game. If over 90 minutes, they didn't deserve to lose that game.
Yeah, we didn't deserve to lose the game. Yeah,
I think the Aston Villa of late last year is not this Villa team. This Villa team is completely different from the team that came to Old Trafford.
Yeah, definitely.
It's very completely different. With Grealish, they seem to struggle badly because he's been injured for a long time.
Yeah.
There was one time they were even, hovering around the top 4, top 3. But that kind of it got extinguished around that January, February. January, I think it was over for Aston Villa. But they've done well. But I thought it was a game United could not afford to lose.
Yeah.
I mean, people are saying if United lose, City are going to make champions today. I mean, either way, City are still going to be champions. It's just a matter of delay.
The
only reason is City lose all the games coming up, and United win all, and United are champions. Is it impossible? Not impossible. But is it realistic? Not really realistic.
Yeah. It's not realistic, man. You can't see.
Only, like I said, only if a complete debacle and capitulation from City, whereby they're having players sent off, they're losing games at last minute, because this thing can happen, believe me.
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. It's possible.
Pressure.
You gotta look at their run-ins, man. You gotta look at the games that they have coming up. And I think the toughest one, if I remember correctly, was against Chelsea, which they just played. They lost that one. But I just don't see City, and we all know this. City can put up their second 11 and still comfortably beat the rest of the teams in the Premier League. So I mean, it's gonna be a miracle for them to just lose every single game, man. I mean, even at some point they will be crowned champions. We just hope that it's not now. We hope that it's later, but it's gonna happen.
Right. So let's quickly do the player ratings. Henderson today.
Henderson. I'll give him a 6 at best. I think he did okay. There was a couple times where his distribution was off. His distribution wasn't really good today in certain circumstances. So I think a 6 is what I'll give him.
Wan-Bissaka,
6.5. 6.5. Good display today. Luke Shaw, 6.5, 7. Lindelof, a 5.
Maguire,
6.5.
Fred,
6.
McTominay.
5.5.
Let's go for Pogba.
Pogba 7.
Bruno Fernandes.
Bruno 7.
Rashford.
6.5.
Mason.
Mason 7.
The subs, Matic, who came on at 2-1. Kind of stabilized the game a bit for
He
us.
stabilized the game, but he wasn't. Yeah, stabilized 5.5.
Okay. Cavani.
And Cavanni scored a goal that just secured the game, man. And he wasn't even known for that long.
I know, right?
I mean, I don't like giving players that didn't play long like a 7, but he did score a goal that just, man, Cavanni is 7, man. Cavanni 7. Yeah,
Right.
Cavanni 7. That was a goal that just relaxed the nerves.
Yeah. Eric Bailly. Sorry, Eric Bailly.
Eric Bailly 6.
Right. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer for selection, substitution, and tactics today.
Tactics. I think he did okay with the tactics. I mean, overall, I'll give him a 7 because I mean, he put up a good team. That's a decent team that I would expect to get a result out of Villa, which we did. I mean, selection and then subs. I would say he did make the subs right on time. I mean, bringing on Cavanni on was something that we knew we were missing in that first half, and bringing on Cavanni did score the goal that pretty much just ended the game. I think he did well, and then bringing on Matic to control the game and just kill that Villa attack was a good substitution too. So I think a 7 is a good score from Wole today, man. He did okay.
Right. All right. The overall team performance for the team. What are you going to give the whole team today? Over 2 halves.
I'll give the team performance average 6.5. Yeah, I think 6.5 is fair. Is because again, first half wasn't really good. Second half was good, and it's a tale of 2 halves for United, man. We're second half FC club, and when you keep doing that, you can't. Except we put up a performance like we did against Roma in the first leg, then you're talking about a whole different thing. Yeah, but we did okay. We did well second half. First half wasn't good. So I think a 6.5 is a decent team score.
Right. Well, our next game is home to the biggest and fiercest rivals in Manchester United's history. We all know the biggest football fixture in English football. Man United against Liverpool, the 2 most successful clubs in England, are meeting on Tuesday.
Actually, Leicester's on Tuesday. Liverpool's on Thursday.
So Leicester's on Tuesday. We've got Leicester first.
Yeah, we got Leicester first on Tuesday. Okay, just coming in now.
Right. Kay, thank you for joining us.
Sorry, my phone was playing up. Sorry, apologies.
Right. So while Kay's here, Kay, we're just going to quickly. What was your take on the game?
Yeah, literally typical United. Not a great half, and then a good half. It's just But I was like I said earlier in the group. It's good to see that Ollie can get a reaction at half time, but in certain games we're not going to get away with it. Just like in the Champions League, in the top games, we've got to be on it from early. We can't keep going behind and thinking we can come back because the better teams ain't going to let us do that.
That's very true. That is so true. Who was your man of the match today, mate?
Do you know what? There's not one player I could really give it to be honest.
Right.
Tough today, man.
Yeah, it was so poor. Like I'd feel bad giving it to anyone because no one really stood out.
Right.
Yeah, no one really stood out.
Collectively, do you think they dug deep collectively to grind out that result today?
Yeah, I think Cavanni coming on, and I think they had such a bad first half, some players, that they couldn't get any worse. So
yeah,
the second half was always going to be an improvement. And yeah.
what was your take on Lindelof and Traore for that first goal? But they said the problem started with Fred making a stupid pass to McTominay, who lost the ball and being the last man. Who do you blame? Do you blame Fred? Do you blame McTominay? Do you blame Lindelof for the first goal? Or all three of them?
Obviously started with Fred, trying to do things that he can't really do. McTominay as well. But all three of them, it's just, those are all their weaknesses, and they keep showing their weaknesses. When keep it simple. If you can't control it there, clear it. Same with Lindelof. You had a chance. He gave you another opportunity to do something.
All you need to do is block the guy from shooting. Can't even do that.
And like one Baghdadi did. But Watkins, when he came in and blocked, it's just some of them just don't. It's for me, Lindelof just doesn't have he doesn't know how to smell danger. Like he just and he's too weak. He's not aggressive enough for me.
That's what I'm saying. He's weak. Yeah. He's just weak. Sad.
He's
so
a weak center back.
Overall, Kay, what are you rating this whole team today? What would you give the team on a scale of 1 to 10?
I think because we came back and we got we scored 3 goals. I'd say I'd normally go maybe 4 or 5, but I think because we came back
4 or 5. You're hard, bro.
I'll go 6. I'll go 6.
You give them 6. What are you giving? What are you giving Ole Solskjaer today for his substitution selection and his tactics today?
Yeah, probably a 6.
6.
Probably a 6. Yeah.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair. Right, we're gonna go. Our next game is home. Are we home or away to Leicester? Home, right?
I think it's away to Let
me check.
We're away to Leicester. I know it's home to what is. It's home against Liverpool, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But
home. It's home. It is home.
Home to Leicester.
Home. Okay.
So I'll start with Bems. Leicester Tuesday. Prediction. Home.
That game I'm predicting a loss. A draw or loss.
A draw or loss. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's gonna play a whole totally different. He's gonna play a totally different 11. He has to. So we're going to be playing a weekend squad against Leicester City's best squad. So, yeah, I don't expect it to be a good game by us on Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah, like Ben said, I think he's going to play a completely overhauled team. Leicester got embarrassed by Newcastle at home 4-2, so they're going to want a reaction. And, yeah, it's going to be tough because he's basically just going to throw in a lot of players that haven't played a lot of football. And us as fans are going to expect them to be able to play, and they need a run of games. The players that have been out for some players haven't played for probably over a month.
Yeah.
It takes them to have a good game.
I could see Van der Beek, Matic, Bailly, all of them starting.
Yeah.
But I don't even know why can't Diallo start. He keeps saying Diallo's doing great in training, but hello, I don't know if Ole just says this for the sake of just saying it because. He's been saying Diallo's been good since January. We're now in May. Hello.
I don't think we're going to see him until maybe the last game of the season. I think Dan James, if he's fit, will come in. Players like that. So, I think Diallo, I think the physicality, and I think he's good for I don't think he'll be able to last the full game either. I don't think he's up to the speed.
So at least start bringing him on. At least start throwing him in. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I think if he brings him in before Dan James, it's sending a message to players like that, isn't
it?
Right.
And I think Dan James is injured too right now, so I don't know.
We have no update on Maguire's injury, how bad his injury is. Maguire's
he's quite robust though generally, so I expect him to be. But I'd rest him.
Back for Liverpool.
Yeah,
Maguire will be back for Liverpool. He won't play. He won't play against Leicester.
So, okay, what are you predicting for that Leicester game? What result are you predicting? Even though they've changed team.
I reckon there'll be I don't know. I think it'll be a draw.
A draw. You think a draw?
Yeah, it'll be a draw. We're at home, innit? So when we're at home, we tend to struggle as well. So and I think Ollie will go play not to lose. He'll just put a team out not to try and lose the game.
Right. Liverpool on Thursday. Bems, prediction.
Damn, that's a
that's a
tough
full
one,
lineup.
man.
That is gonna be a full lineup, bro.
Oh yeah, it's best 11 versus best 11. I mean, yeah, always. Oh man, that's a tough one, man. Because Liverpool are just starting to win games now.
Did they play this weekend?
Huh? Yeah, they play Southampton. They beat Southampton 2-0
yesterday.
They beat Southampton 2-0 yesterday. Although they didn't really, it wasn't the vintage Liverpool performance, that like free flowing, like entertaining football. They got the job done. But
right,
I think I would say that this is one of the first times that I would say United to win this game against Liverpool, man. Probably like a 2-1.
2-1.
Yeah, I've not predicted United to win against Liverpool for a long time. This one of the times that I would say, yeah, I would say we have it. Because center back wise, defensive wise, they have so many injuries, man. So I think it's an advantage to us. Yeah, I think we should win that game.
Right.
Maybe
okay.
2-1.
Yeah.
Liverpool.
Yeah, I think we'll win. Like the last game we played them when we didn't go for it and they were there for the killing. I think Ollie's probably realised they need a win. We don't need to win, but it's good for the fans. But the protest is happening, so the game might not even go ahead again.
Yeah.
So
is there another protest? Another protest?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's another protest going on. There's one protest planned for the Liverpool game on Thursday. Yeah.
So
I see. It's why they targeted Liverpool game.
It's
because it's the biggest fixture, man. It's the biggest fixture. You stop that game from being played, then it's
the whole world sits up.
Yeah, that's more attention, and it's good, and it sends another message again. That's the big fixtures is where it is. You stop those from being played, then
and you got to remember because they're on TV and on Sky, it's more coverage as well.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So we are even at a point that game might be. I mean, I don't think they'll postpone that game again. There's no way.
Don't be surprised.
I won't be surprised.
Yeah,
but if they postpone, they'll just deduct United points at this rate. Honestly, they'll just deduct United points at that point.
I think they'll just fine them. I don't think they can deduct points for it. I think they'll just fine them.
I think EPL could do. I remember. Kay, do you remember a season? I don't know how far back. Remember when Middlesbrough was supposed to play a game? Brian Robson was the manager then, and they had so many injuries. They had no team to field. They could have fielded the youngsters and lost the game. FA deducted 6 points from that, and they got relegated that season. Do you remember that season?
Yeah, but with that's because they haven't got players. With this, it's the fans stopping it. So I think they'll hit them with a fine.
Right.
Well, I think they'll make sure they play it. I think they will try and make sure they play it.
Yeah, I think the security will be tight this time.
Yeah, the security is just gonna be beefed up
ready.
this time, man. That's what it is. It's gonna be beefed up like crazy. So yeah.
Exactly. I think it will be played, but I think we'll beat them.
Right, guys, thank you very much. We qualified for Europa League final. We beat Aston Villa. Things are not looking too bad towards the end of the season. United can still win the league title. I'm just saying, I'm just joking.
Come on, man. Let's not be too optimistic, man.
City could lose City could lose all the games, and man, I know it's impossible, but not. It's not impossible, but not realistic.
It's impossible. That's just
10 points. We're 10 points behind them.
10 points with a game in hand.
With 2 games in.
And then they've got 3 games. We've got 4 games.
So if they lose all 3,
they will have to lose all 3.
Yeah. They're not going to lose all 3.
You'll have to lose all 3.
You'll be so surprised, bro. You don't know.
It's not possible.
Pressure is a magnificent.
We've got to remember they're in the Champions League final now. Those players will be wanting to fight to get in the team for the final.
Okay, let me look at this real quick, right? We're on 70 points, right? If we win all 4 games, that's what, 12?
Yeah, that's 12.
12. So the max we can get is 82.
Yes.
82. Right? And they're on 80.
They're on 80.
Yeah.
So okay.
It's possible. They need to win.
It is possible if they get a draw. Yeah. I mean, 2 draws in.
Say they lose 2 and draw 1. They lose
draw 1 is possible, but I don't see that happening.
Everton. They're gonna batter Newcastle. and wrap it up.
Exactly. Look at the teams they're playing. The fixture is just ridiculous. They're gonna play. Pep is gonna put a whole like B team and they will beat Newcastle comfortably, man. With a whole B team.
Newcastle are fighting relegation. You will be
No,
surprised.
they're safe. If Fulham lose today, they're safe.
Yeah.
And West Brom, if they lose today, they're safe.
Oh. Wow.
It's not happening, man. Tim, sorry to burst
no, I'm not expecting to win the title. I'm just playing devil's advocate here. Had we not drawn so many games, it would be a different story. We drew too many games.
Yeah.
Too many drawn games. And we think about it. We've lost less games than City.
Yeah.
But City are gonna win the title because City they don't draw too many. City's game is we win or we lose it. Man United, that's why I always say draws sometimes think like it's good, but they are not the best things. Draws cause more problems than good, mate.
Better to lose a game and win the next 3 than draw 3 games.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, guys, we've come to the end of the show. Kay, thank you for joining us. UK, Ben, thank you for representing United States. Don't forget, people, subscribe, like, and share our videos. We'll be back again for our next match, which will be Leicester City on Tuesday. Ben, thank you very much for representing USA. Okay, thank you very much, UK. We'll see you guys on Tuesday. Thank you very much, guys. Have a nice evening. Take care.
God
bless.
Yeah. God bless.
Take care. Bye.